Flatzoid will be doing an experiment today apparently, and the clue he gave was orange. So the claim is going to be that an orange with an orange peel on has more mass than an orange without the skin. So why does the one with the less mass sink if gravity, mass attracting mass? If it has more mass, then more mass should sink according to Flatzoid and Company. Again, not understanding gravity and buoyancy. Flatzoid, you're going to act like this is a great debunk, when all you had to do was point to a cruise ship floating and a pebble sinking. The cruise ship has more mass. This isn't something unknown to the world. Archimedes' principle tells us that if more mass of the medium is displaced than the mass of the object, that the object will float. You can experiment and find out if this is the case. Before you start with Archimedes' rebuttal about he didn't know about gravity, blah blah blah, why would displacing a mass greater than itself matter? And why doesn't this work when falling? Oh, I know, because they're accelerating, right? Yes, it happens in every other case of acceleration, Flatzoid. Oh, but then you want to claim that they fall at the same rate, right? So kind of like the gravity claim then, right? While you also try and deny gravity. But it's a bit like that time, isn't it, Flatzoid? When you was trying to make Bob happy from Globebusters. And you was like, oh, you know, it's RDD and electrostatics, and then you was trying to put a formula together that basically worked for both but didn't actually work at all, because you was trying to just mash them together. And then you was trying to act all serious about that, and then when it come out that actually that's ridiculous, even worse than everything else, then you was like, oh, I was just trying to make everybody happy and just having a bit of fun playing around, whatever. Yeah, that's not what truth seekers do, folks. Anyway, you could experiment to see if the peeled orange absorbs water, making it more dense and having more mass by weighing it before and after being placed in the water. See, there are many different experiments that you can do. You don't just do one experiment and stop and be like, okay, that's it. No, you have different variables, you have different theories, different hypotheses, and you test them all. You don't just go, oh, this confirms my bias, therefore I must be right and that must be wrong. No, you don't do that. You test other hypotheses, you test other ideas, you know? You do other experiments to see if you can falsify the experiment that you just did, to see if there's other ways you could interpret it. This is why scientific method doesn't really prove things, it's more disproves things. And as I said, we can disprove that RDD is a cause in and of itself. But of course then you want to say that things are falling at the same rate. Just like the Globers do, Flats. We all know that you're really a Glober. I mean, Google Earth is your model. You've got a big picture of a sphere there, bro. You know? You want to say that the elevation profile proves that it's not a globe, but it is. You just don't understand elevation profiles. But yeah, we can do other experiments which show that RDD is not a cause in of itself. RDD doesn't cause RDD. Buoyancy and density does not cause buoyancy and density. Also, an orange that hasn't been peeled has air pockets, thus making the orange less dense than an orange that has been peeled. Again, you are going to act like this is an amazing discovery and debunk. But again, I point you to a cruise ship and a pebble. The pebble has less mass and sinks. The cruise ship has more mass and floats. This isn't nothing new, Flats. It's not a gotcha. Again, it's just showing how as usual you don't understand and think you have a gotcha, when all this will do is make anyone with any physics knowledge laugh at you.
This is why you're stupid.
Oops, I did it again.